Hello and welcome back. This is Charlie, and today in this class I want to explain a little bit more about, well, the most amazing system that changes what you think and how you feel. Another way of putting it, I want to share with you why we are here in this course. And that is to talk about this system that pretty much governs most things in our body. And what is that system, you might say? So what system could it be? Okay, so what are systems going on in the body? And of course, some you're familiar with, like the muscular system and skeletal system, cardiovascular, nervous, respiratory, digestive, urinary, reproductive, endocrine, and your lymphatic system as well. But the reason why we're in this course is specifically to gain more control over one of these systems. And the one that is this one right here, your nervous system. So let's have another look at the nervous system and what we're dealing with. Okay, so the most amazing system has got to be your nervous system, and the reason why is this little cell that's sitting there in the middle of your screen. That's a neuron. And the neurons are all over your body. Predominantly, there's more in your brain than anywhere else, but they also have neurons in your heart, your gut. But these are the things that transmit messages up and down your spine. When someone pinches you in the arm, these are the ones that send electrical pulses and send messages in split seconds. And of course, your nervous system is about how you feel, okay? And you can see a number of emotions there scrolling at the back of the screen. Some good, some not so good. But any emotion that you experience in the course of your life is coming down to the nervous system. And your nervous system is really responsible for how you think and how you feel. And ultimately, if we didn't, think unproductively, if we didn't feel bad or didn't feel negative, we didn't feel any emotions that we don't want to experience, we wouldn't be here. So, if I asked you to write down all the emotions that you can think of, most people would come up with somewhere between 10 and 20 in a short space of time. But, this emotion wheel here shows about 120 different emotions. So there's probably more out there than you realise. And of course, they've broken them down here into different colours. At the top there, on the right-hand side of that dial, you're pretty much looking at emotions that we pretty much don't want to experience. And the yellow and purple areas on the left-hand side are really the emotions that we do want to experience more of. So, controlling your nervous system gives you more choice on which emotion that you might choose to go to. Now remember, things are only good or bad depending on how you think about them. And it's interesting to know that there's actually more names for emotions that we don't want to experience than emotions that we do. Thanks, emotion wheel. Okay, so as I said, your nervous system is there to control how you think, okay, and how you feel. And if we were to, and they've done this in the lab, but any particular emotion will have a biochemical or a biological reaction and increase or decrease the temperature of your body. So emotions affect us. There's no question about that. This has been tested in the lab, and you can see, different emotions there will send you red, some will send you cool. Now, you've probably heard one of these phrases, healthy body, healthy mind. If I just Googled that, there are, hundreds of examples of, where this plays out for people. I mean, this is a common philosophy. And my point here is that, if you're trying to gain more control in your thinking, well, we need to be also doing what we can in regards to our physical state. So your nervous system is this electrical network that runs throughout your body. sending messages between your brain and your spinal cord and out to the different parts of your body all day long. It's your electrical, it's your network essentially. It transmits all the data coming in through your 5 senses back to your brain, so your brain can make sense of it before sending directions out to different parts of your body on what we need to do depending on what we're dealing with. Now, just like a computer, occasionally we need to reboot it, turn it off and restart it. And how do we do that when we're talking about our physical nervous system? Well, the way to do it is to make sure you get some exercise. Now, some people on this program will be regular at getting out there and getting the heart rate up. But one of the best things that you can do for your mental state and your mental dexterity and your flexibility, your ability to stay calm, is that if you've got out there and you regularly exercise. Now, I know some people will just be simply against that. They're not the exercising type. But even for those guys, if you can at least do a 20-minute walk a day, that is the reboot process. And we need to get blood flowing around our body in order to make sure that things like our nervous system are working properly. Okay, so if you're not exercising, at least start with a 20-minute walk, 5 times a week. So understanding your nervous system, think about all the things it does. It coordinates all the activities of the body, enables the body to respond and adapt to changes both inside and outside, it transmits all the messages from the other systems. It's your nervous system that's telling your heart rate to increase when you start exercising and increase your rate of breath. It's your nervous system that sends messages to sweat. And it carries all the information through from the 5 senses. Now, the nervous system is made up of 2 parts. Essentially, you've got your central nervous system, or your CNS, which is made up of your brain and your spinal cord. Interestingly enough, very critical parts. Both of these parts of the nervous system are covered in bone to protect them. The other part of your nervous system is your peripheral nervous system. And these are all the nerves that run right throughout your body. So if I pinched you on the leg and it hurt, it's your nervous system that sends a message about a disturbance up through your spinal cord to your brain, and your brain sends a message straight back to both your mouth and your leg, and you pull away and you go, ow! All happens in the split second. So, but both parts, the central nervous system and your peripheral nervous system, is what makes it up. Okay, and as I said, nervous system is there to control how you think and how you feel. And we know that the mind and the body are connected in a cybernetic loop. So if you want to change one, change the other. Now, the reason I've taken the time to explain about the nervous system today is that there's many people going around, thinking that they're all stuffed up, yet their muscular system and skeletal system and cardiovascular and respiratory, everything's working fine. What we need to do here is tweak and get good at controlling our nervous system. And that's what this course is all about. So at the end of the day, if you always felt happy, but we need to let life touch us, so we shouldn't just feel happy all the time. But, we need to not let life kill us. We need to experience all the emotions of life. But we need the ability to be able to turn on feeling good when we want, for no reason at all. So the reason we're here is to get good. And the reason it's called change thinking, because if you can change your thinking, you're going to change how you feel. So don't think that you're all stuffed up or, it's just one system here that we need to get good control of, and that'll have positive effects for the rest of your body and the rest of your life. So look after your nervous system. Remember, don't forget to get out there and do some exercise. Your ability to stay calm, composed, and collected comes down to your ability to control your nervous system. Hope that was valuable. Now, in the next lesson, I'm going to explain what we can do to tweak that nervous system. Catch you on the flip side.